Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Virgo season. This is, I think, one of my favorite cycles for a number of reasons, and which we'll dive into here in a minute. But if you are new to my world, my name is Sherry Moyse. I am an intuitive business alchemist. I help spiritual entrepreneurs and heart-centered entrepreneurs find the flow in their business so that they can be thriving and connecting with those soul clients. And we do a lot of that utilizing these amazing cycles that are available to us in the cosmos. So if you're a member of Heart Powered Coaches and Healers Collective, every new moon cycle, we dive into a particular theme, and we want to use that energy and that theme to help tap into the powerful energies that are available to us so that we can be riding the flow of the cosmos and garner all that support that's available to us in our business and in our life. So let's dive right into Virgo season and talk about what all that is about. So we've tapped into the theme for this cycle of the magic in the mundane. And so Virgo is very excited about finding the balance, not the balance, organization, systems, and order. We'll get to Libra next cycle, and then we'll start looking at more of the balance and the creative energies. We've just come off of Leo season. And so Leo was all about just taking inspired action and getting out there and play and doing it with fun. Virgo comes along and says, come on, let's get out of the sandbox now, and let's figure out what we're doing with all of this that we have created and that we've been playing with. And beautifully so, timing wise, we are in the sixth cycle of the astrological year, which began with Aries back at the end of March. So it's very beautiful progression that we're working with when we use these cycles. Aries, we're initiating. Taurus comes along and says, okay, let's slow down and see how this fits in. Let's make this grounded and practical. Gemini comes along and says, we've learned something. Let's learn more. Let's do more research. Let's expand on this concept. Cancer comes along and says, well, how does this align with my values? What am I doing? How does it feel to me? And then Leo comes along and says, let's throw some more things out there. Let's tap into the passion. And now Virgo's coming along to synthesize all of this, to create structure around it, to dive into the magic in the mundane, the daily things that we need to do in order to move things forward. So you can describe this energy as more decisive. So one of the things that we need to be watching for is that perfectionism that can come along with that practical, analytical, efficient Virgo energy. We really want to stay in the energy of our intuitive mind. The idea here with Virgo is different than Capricorn. In Capricorn, we looked at structure in service of inspiration, and that was looking at long term, looking at the legacy. Virgo's here looking at our daily, and we want to know, how does it feel? How do the things that we are doing, how do we want to feel, be, and experience those things in our daily life? How is it impacting our health? Virgo rules the sixth house. So our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. We don't want to just add things into our routines and structures and more tools if they aren't supporting our well-being and furthering the support that we offer to our clients. So what I'm toying with is, how can you reframe these ideas of, creating small changes, habits, and instead of them being habits, that they are so in tune with who you are and how you're wired and designed that then they become rituals instead of habits. Such a more juicy feeling, right? A ritual versus a habit. finding magic in those simple day-to-day things. How can you be in joy as you are doing your daily tasks that move the meter? Whether that, there's lots of ways to create that enjoyment, that magic in the mundane. So we're going to be exploring all of these themes as we go through this cycle. We've got a lot to play with here, and I want you to remember that Virgo wants us to, this isn't going to feel like work. That's the beautiful thing. Virgo wants us to ensure that our affairs are in order. We are harvesting what we have been planting since the Aries cycle and preparing for this next chapter. So we want to look at what's not working. What might do better with some organization. We might, what do we need to be at our best and to help our clients be at their best? But this shouldn't feel like work. There's this beautiful grounded energy that comes along with Virgo, and we'll find this sense of flexibility, along with it. So I'm excited to journey through this with you this season. What I would recommended to the folks in the lab that I run in our membership, that, this is a beautiful, beautiful time to really look at who you serve and how you're serving them. That will help you get this 30,000-foot view of what organization might be needed in your business, where things might need to be tightened up, so that you're really talking to that who, so that you are really supporting that journey for them. Maybe that means reworking your onboarding sequence. Maybe that means taking a look at how folks enter into your world. Maybe, there's so many pieces of that relationship. This is a beautiful season to work with that. Doesn't need to be pretty yet. We're going to come to Libra for that soon. But for now, let's just focus on how we can create some magic in the mundane. And if you would be interested in a deeper look at this cycle, drop me a comment below, and I'd be happy to reach out and share with you how you could order a copy of the Virgo cycle energy report that I create for my lab members. And I'm going to be looking at offering that as a single purchase for those of you who just want to get your hands around, your eyes around, your energy around what's going on this cycle. It will really help you dive into creating content and managing your time and energy and focus, which is a really powerful thing. So welcome to wonderful Virgo season. I know that we've got Mercury retrograde coming up, so really a powerful time to be reviewing. Pay attention to what's coming up. We'll talk more about this next week in the next cycle, in next week's live, and how to work with that Virgo energy and Mercury energy and how you can really leverage that as we dive into the next round of Mercury retrograde. So wishing you an amazing day, and I'm curious, what are you going to be focusing on? Where would you like to create some magic in the mundane? Drop me a comment below and let me know. And remember, as always, all it takes is a little bit of heart power. I'll see you soon.